Stop. Don't scroll, don't blink, watch this to the end because the last seconds flip everything you think this is about. This didn't start as a joke, it started as a dare. Earlier that day, Donald Trump did what he always does when cornered. He went for intelligence, not policy, not facts, intelligence. He called Jimmy Kimmel low IQ, mocked him publicly, and challenged him to prove otherwise. A familiar move, a safe move, or so he thought. Subscribe now, seriously, because this escalates fast. And the end is the reason this video exists. That night, the late night set felt wrong. No playful energy, no loose laughter. The applause arrived late, uncertain, like the audience already knew they were about to witness something that couldn't be undone. Jimmy Kimmel didn't stand, he sat and silence followed. You could feel it, that heavy pause when comedy stops being polite and starts becoming personal. Watch till the end. This silence is a warning. Kimmel looked straight into the camera and spoke calmly, too calmly. He didn't insult, he didn't shout, he didn't clown. He talked about claims, about repeated boasts, about the obsession with being seen as smarter than everyone else in the room. And that's when the mood changed. Because confidence survives jokes, it does not survive scrutiny. Subscribe, because this is where the pressure starts. Clips began circulating almost immediately, not because of what was shown, but because of how everyone reacted. The stillness, the hesitation, the way the room stopped laughing and started listening. That's when Trump reacted loudly, publicly, predictably, posts, rants, anger disguised as certainty. But here's the part people missed. Stay with me. Late night television isn't about evidence. It's about posture. Who looks calm, who looks rattled, who loses control when the script changes. And on this night, the script changed. Subscribe now, because what followed spread faster than any fact ever could. What went viral wasn't a document, it wasn't a number, it wasn't proof, it was a reaction. The internet replayed the same seconds over and over. The pause, the stare, the shift in tone. People weren't debating intelligence anymore. They were watching confidence crack, and here's where it gets darker. This wasn't just about Trump, it was about power. Late night comedy doesn't just mock leaders, it frames them. It decides who looks strong and who looks small. Trump's entire persona depends on dominance, on never appearing uncertain, never appearing questioned. And for a brief moment, that armor slipped. Subscribe if you're still here, because the most important part comes next. People rushed to take sides, cheered, mocked, defended, but both sides missed the real story. This wasn't a win. It wasn't an exposure. It was a test of narrative control. And here's the twist. There was no verified reveal, no authenticated record, no official proof dropped on live television. What collapsed wasn't a fact. It was a myth under pressure. Confidence doesn't fall apart because of numbers. It falls apart when someone refuses to play the expected role. Trump expected mockery. He got seriousness. And seriousness is deadly to bravado. Subscribe now, because this pattern is repeating and the next clash is already loading. Here's the cliffhanger you stayed for. If a calm question can rattle power this much, if silence can travel faster than shouting, then ask yourself, what happens the next time late night stops joking and starts pressing? Stay subscribed, because the next pause might be even louder.